I hope you can see the screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Excellent. Okay, as Ben already mentioned, today I will be speaking on the topic artificial intelligence and paradigm shift in research. Not only in life science research, not only social science research, there's a lot of impact of AI in the science research also, including zoology. So before I start about the application of AI and how to make use of AI in the research, let us have a discussion on what exactly AI. So as already all of you know very well, the artificial intelligence technology allows the computer as well as the other smart devices to simulate human intelligence and problem solving capabilities. So, probably 10 years back, 15 years back, there was no such a technology. Today, we have wonderful tools like AI tools so that it will help us to do the research in a better way. In other words, you can also define the AI as its ability of a computer program or a software or a machine to think and learn similar to the way that human does manually. So whatever we think, probably the program can also think like this, and it will complement our ideas. That is what exactly the artificial intelligence. So AI has many applications in different areas, not only in the research. As you already know about the application of AI in business, and recently the AI has been used in healthcare, and of course the AI also used in education, finance, manufacturing, and recently many AI tools have come on the web where a research scholar or maybe a budding research scholar or faculty or a scientist can easily make use of those AI applications to do his research in a different way. So let us understand what are the different tools of AI or AI tools that can be used in the research. There are various AI tools we have already seen in the web. So one is some of the AI tools are called writing assistants, and some AI tools can be categorized as grammar and paraphrasing tools, and some AI tools mainly used for article summarizer. Probably, if you want to write an abstract of an article, you have to go through the article thoroughly. We have to understand what exactly the thorough article will manifest. Then we have to write the summary of the article. So recently, thanks to the technology, many AI tools have been introduced by the scientist where that particular AI tool will summarize the whole article. It will give you the summary or abstract of the article within few seconds or within few minutes. They're called article summarizers, maybe Scholarly or ChatGPT or Jenny. They're called the article summarizer tools. And apart from that, there are some tools that can be used for literature search. When I was doing my research in the beginning of the 2000, it was so difficult for me to download the articles as well as to review the article. But thanks to technology today, my research scholars, of course, those who are doing research in any subject area, they can make use of the AI tools to search the literature as well as we can easily identify the relevant articles related to each topic or the topic which is already been downloaded from the internet. So this is how the AI tools will help a research scholar to summarize as well as to review the research article and also search for the research papers. And another AI tool is connected paper. And for presentation, probably at the end of the research, what he has to do as a research scholar, he has to make a presentation. The presentation must be very effective. Recently, I have witnessed many students have some idea, they fail to manifest what they wanted to present because they don't know the skills used to make a presentation a different way. So recently, the many AI tools have been introduced by various scientists. They're called presentation AI tools, maybe Pitch, maybe Sites Go, Pop AI, and many more. And another part of the AI technologies, journal fighters. Probably you might have heard about the journal publishers like Emerald, Elsevier, Sage, Taylor Francis, John Wiley, and many more. Many times, what will happen? A research scholar may do wonderful research.
Okay.
A research scholar may do wonderful research, and he may not find a suitable journal for his right content. Then what he will do? He may approach his research guide to select the journal. Sometimes he may approach the learned colleagues in the department to select a journal. But nowadays, not necessary even to approach the research guide or the learner colleague. You can use journal finders. So these are the software introduced by many publishers across the globe where they will help the research scholar to identify the best journal for your content. For example, as Madam mentioned, I am working on WebDK. Okay, I have prepared an article on WebDK. I wanted to select the best journal for this particular article. Then what I have to do? I can use journal finder software. So I have to type the title of the article, abstract of the article, and if I click on find journal, probably the AI tools can easily assist me to find out the best journal for my content. So this is how technology has become a boon for research scholars, scientists, students, and even for faculty members to do research in a different way. So let us understand. So what are the tools that we can use nowadays to enhance the quality of the research? And I do agree the AI tools have their own advantages and disadvantages. So there's a lot of debate on the use of AI tools in the research. Many people will also say, probably if you use or heavily depend on the AI tools, your creativity will be diluted. I think the students may not think in a different way. The faculty may not use their creativity to do the research in a different way. I do agree. Every technology has its own advantages and disadvantages, but we have to look at the advantage part of the technology. Similarly, in case of AI tools, you can use various AI tools for the research. Always you look at the positive side of the technology and don't feel that the AI tools will dilute our creativity. The AI tools will dilute our curiosity or something. Probably this is all depends upon how we are going to use the technology. That's very important. Okay. So we will start with the first one is there are some AI tools mainly used for writing purpose. They are called writing assistants. As you can see on the screen, there is a word wise or word tune or type site dot a. So these are the very important three writing assistants normally we can see on the web where these tools can be used to write the article in a different way. Let us see one by one what exactly the writing assistant tools. So let us see one number one, the word wise. Okay. So as I mentioned earlier, the word wise is an AI writing assistant and it is all in one. It is all in one text editing editor. Okay. And it fixes the spellings, punctuations. One minute. Sorry. One minute. Okay. So it fixes the spellings, punctuations, and style errors in the text. And moreover, this word wise AI tool will also have some features like a paraphrasing tool, free AI text summarizer, and moreover, there is an option to translate the content from one language to another language. So this is how this word wise AI tool will be more helpful for research scholar, especially for the students to translate or to paraphrase the particular content. I think you can see the AI tool website that is called wordwise.ai. So this is the website of this particular AI tool. At the extreme left side, you can see the different options given in the AI tool. That's called wordwise AI. So here, AI proofreader is there, AI paraphraser is there, AI summarizer is there, AI translator is there, and apart from there, it has many options like AI paraphraser checker, a plagiarism checker, and AI detector, and many more. So let us see how we can make use of this AI tool only for our research. Okay. So yes. So this is the website that I have opened. So I wanted to read the content. I want to check any spelling mistakes, okay, or grammatical errors in the particular text. What I have to do? I had to open this wordwise.ai and I have to write the text here. So because I am going to speak about the zoology content, I have taken some of the text from the zoology subject. So entomology is the study of an insects, exploring their anatomy and behavior. This involves an study of the life of cycle of insects, their the roles in pollination. So the text I have typed here. So automatically the AI will detect the grammatical errors in the text. As you can see here, maybe there is an error because it's insects. This should not be an and. Okay. Behavior, there is a spelling error. Here, and is not necessary because it must be AR study. And here also, the is there, which is not necessary. See, when you open this A tool and if you click on this A proofreader, if you type the text, automatically it detects the grammatical errors. Even though we are very familiar with English language, many times knowingly or unknowingly there will be some spelling errors or typographical errors. Before you submit your article to any journal, that has to be carefully verified or checked by the research scholar or the author. Many times, due to more number of errors in the spelling and grammatical errors, the paper may be rejected. So, what I suggest you can make use of AI to check the grammatical errors in the text. So, if you just click on this proofread now, it will show these are the different errors that you can see in the content. Okay, up to 500 words you can type or paste here and you can check the errors. Okay. Later, another very important option it has is a paraphraser. I think you might have heard about paraphrasing. Modified the sentence structure is called paraphrasing. Why we need this particular paraphrasing skills? Normally, recently we have seen about the plagiarism detection tools. So when you load your article to the plagiarism detection tools, it will check the similarity. So how it checks the similarity? If 14 words are similar in your article, when it compares with the other earlier article, it will show the plagiarism. According to the plagiarism detection tool, there should not be 14 words which are very similar to the previous work. Even though you have cited the original source, it has to be paraphrased. So probably if you are very good in English, you can easily paraphrase the sentence. Otherwise, it may be very difficult for you to paraphrase or restructure the sentence. Then what you can do, you can make use of this paraphrasing tool. So what is this paraphrasing tool? It's a software or a program. It would paraphrase, I mean, restructure the sentence so that the plagiarism detection tool cannot recognize there is a similarity. But one thing you must remember, whatever the sentence you have paraphrased, that has to be properly acknowledged. That has to be acknowledged. The original citation must be given at the end of the sentence, even though it has been paraphrased. So one thing you have to remember, you have paraphrased the sentence, but you have not paraphrased the ideas borrowed from earlier source. So as an honest research scholar and a faculty member, once you have paraphrased the sentence using any paraphrasing tool, you have to properly acknowledge or give the credit to the original source. So when we have to make use of this, if you are good in English, not necessary. So if you want to paraphrase and you don't know how to paraphrase the sentence, then you can make use of this particular AI tool to paraphrase the sentence. So let us see. I have typed some text here. I have taken the some text from the articles of zoology. So zoology plays an important role in studying and conserving the rich diversity of animal species. Something I have typed here. I will click on this paraphrase. So then automatically it will be paraphrase. Let us see how it will paraphrase. See here, the sentence has been paraphrased. So here there is a sentence, zoology plays an important role in studying and conserving the rich diversity of animal species. So here it has been paraphrased. Zoology is a crucial for examining and preserving the vast variety of animal species. So here some of the words are in blue color that shows that you can add different words for that. Okay, so this is called blue. You can change that particular word. It will show different other similar words to that particular word. You can change it. Anyhow, the whole concept has been changed. You have paraphrased, but you have taken this particular paragraph from an article. You have to give the proper reference here. Don't think that article content has been paraphrased, not the idea. That's why we should not cheat the plagiarism detection software, and we have to paraphrase using a paraphrasing tool like word voice. Okay, most of the research scholars in Indian universities, maybe in any college, they will make use of paraphrasing tool like word wise to paraphrase the sentence. And here also, zoologists play a significant role in conservation by researching endangered species. Here, zoologists actively contribute to the conservation efforts by studying endangered species. Okay. So, idea remains same, but what we have done in order to overcome the similarity in the places detection software, we have paraphrased so that any place detection tool cannot identify the similarity, but we have given the original source from which this particular paragraph has been borrowed from. That has to be clearly mentioned always in our research report. This is called the word by paraphrasing tool. Okay. Later, another very important option that I have seen in the word wise is AI summarizer. Okay. Many times we may not have a time to summarize the whole article or some of the paragraph copied from other sources. Can we make use of the AI tool? Of course, you can. That's what I told in the beginning. AI tools are boots for all of us. So we have to make use of that. So you can use when you're unable to do all these things. And there is nothing to worry because many people will say probably it will dilute and the people will never do any creativity in the research. So I think it cannot be like this. Anyhow, when you are unable to do paraphrasing or summary, you don't know how to write a summary of an article, then in the beginning you can make use of the software. Later, if you go to some extent, probably you may get some idea how to summarize, how to paraphrase the sentence. Then you can use from your own words. Before that, you can make use of this AI tool. So here I have taken the content from the zoology. Zoology contributes to understanding the diversity of animal species. So I have taken some paragraph here. So I wanted to summarize. Okay. So if you click on this particular option summarize, see different sentence I can see here. So this is the whole paragraph I have taken from the particular article. Here this is called summary. Zoology helps in understanding the diversity of animal species, but here it is there, but it's in different format. Okay, it involves identifying new species and studying their morphological characteristics and ecological roles. It is also here, but the way it has been represented is different because it has taken the whole paragraph as input and it has given the summary of the article in different way. So zoologists contribute to conservation efforts by studying endangered species and identifying threats to biodiversity. Probably it may be here, the wordings may be different, but idea remains same. So many times what you can do when you copy the content from any article, you can use this article summarizer or a summarizer. You can just copy the text from the article. Just you can paste in the extreme left side of the tool. At the right side, you can see when you click on this particular option, summarize. So this is how it will help you to see the summary of the article so that you can overcome the plagiarism in your article. Because recently what I have seen, many students will submit an article to the library or librarian for the plagiarism similarity. But knowingly, unknowingly, they have not paraphrased the sentences. Even though they have given the original source at the end of the sentence, the plagiarism detection tool will show the similarity. Maybe it is more than 10. Then what we have to do, we have to paraphrase the sentence and we have to give it. You can do it alone when you're capable of understanding the concept. But many times students may not be in a position to understand how to paraphrase, how to write the summary of the article. Then those students can easily make use of this particular tool to get the summary of the article or maybe the paragraph. So this is how the word wise is a wonderful tool for a research scholar, not only to check the grammatical errors. It can also be used to paraphrase the sentence and also get the summary of the paragraph or maybe the whole article. Up to 500 words at a time, it will allow you type the text and it will convert it to a summary. Later, you can take another 500 words, you can do it. So at a time, it is not possible. Up to 500 words. Here you can see here, up to 500 words, you can paste in the extreme left of the tool. Later, if you click on this particular summarize, you can see the summary of the article. And apart from that, there is an option in the wordways called a translator. Normally, I have seen in the Prajavani or in Kanaprabha or Misuda Taranga, I can see many articles related to the zoology because I have seen many faculty members in different institutes, they are writing articles. So sometimes it will be very difficult for them to translate from Kannada to English or Kannada to other language. So what they can do, they can use Google Translation. But here there is another tool called wordwise.ai is called a translator that can be used to translate from one language to another language. As a zoologist or as a faculty member of zoology, you can also write some article in local paper because I have seen and I have read some of the articles in Sudha or maybe in Taranga or maybe in Prajavani related to many various species, probably frog, many recently in the Western Ghats, many faculty members from Home University, they have identified different frogs. Probably they may write article in some international journals, but it is their responsibility to tell about the frogs to the local people when they write it in Kannada. So when they want to write in Kannada or Tamil or Telugu, they can make use of these translators instead of getting the assistance of the English professors. So this is a wonderful tool for as a scholar or maybe a writer or maybe an author to translate from one language to another language. So what I will do, I will type the text here. The scope of the zoology is diverse and provides various opportunities for individuals to specialize in different fields according to their interest and career goals. If I click on this translate, automatically it will be translated. ಜೀವಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದ ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಿ ವೈವಿಧ್ಯಮಯವಾಗಿದೆ ಮತ್ತು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಆಸಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಗುರಿಗಳ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ವಿಭಿನ್ನ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶೇಷೀಕರಿಸಲು ವಿವಿಧ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಒದಗಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. Maybe sometimes it may not provide exact translation, then you can use your own knowledge to paraphrase the Kannada and you can write in a proper way because machine is machine, tool is tool. We cannot expect 100% accuracy from the AI tools. Sometimes it will give to some extent. Then, as per your knowledge, you can also restructure the sentence and we can use this AI tool for translation. So, what we have seen, Wordwise is a wonderful tool that can be used for the proofreading, grammatical error checking, that can be used for paraphrasing, that can be used for getting the summary and also for the translation. So I to use this particular AI tool in my research to do various for various options. And I also suggest you people to use this wordwise.ai for various research and academic purposes. And apart from that, you can use this AI tool online. Otherwise, we can go to wordwise.ai and you can download it to the Windows and you can use in your system. Okay, here there's an option download now. You can download and you can use directly in your laptop. So, so for what we have seen, Wordwise we have seen. And similarly, there is another AI tool called WordTune. So WordTune is another AI tool normally used for the same purpose. So in order to get it, you have to type www.wordtune.com. Okay, if you click on this get started, you can see this particular window. Here it is somewhat different from the Wordwise. See, I wanted to rewrite the sentence that has been copied from some of the articles. For example, what I have done here, taxonomy and nomenclature cannot be separated. Taxonomic results can be expressed only through nomenclature, and therefore a system of nomenclature in the use at any time constitutes a framework with which taxonomists must work. So I wanted to rewrite this particular sentence because I have copied the paragraph from one source and I wanted to use the same words in my article. But one problem is when it is checked with the plagiarism detection tool, probably it shows the similarity. In order to avoid that, what I have to do, I have to paraphrase. That's what I told many times. If I paraphrase and you have given the proper reference to the text that you have copied, probably it will not shows any similarity. Then what you can do, you can use the word tool. Okay, .com. Here there are various options are there. See, this is the text I have copied from a source. You can rewrite. You can read it in a formal way. You can read it in a casual way. you can expand, because if you are given only 2 sentences, it may provide more than 5 to 7 sentences. We can shorten it. You can give the summary of the whole text. If you have pasted one paragraph of information in the particular box, if you click on this shorten, it may provide only 1 or 2 sentences. So these are the different options given in Word tool. So when you compare with Word wise, this is somewhat different. Here, there are some options where you can rewrite the sentence. You can rewrite the sentence in a formal way or in a casual way, or you can expand. If you are given only 2 sentences, probably this particular A tool may give more than 10 sentences. If you have pasted one paragraph and you have clicked on shorten, it may give only short summary of the whole article or maybe the paragraph. So this is how this particular word tool will be used by the research scholar for various research purpose. So what I will do, I have typed something here about the taxonomy and nomenclature, and I will click on the rewrite. So if you click on this rewrite, let us see what will happen. Okay. See, I have clicked on rewrite. So the whole sentence has been rewritten. A taxonomic result can only be expressed through nomenclature, and the nomenclature in use at any time constitute a framework within which taxonomist must operate. See, the sentence is entirely different. Probably the idea remains same, but already I told you, you have to properly acknowledge the source from which your ideas, I mean, the ideas have been borrowed from. So, as a honest research scholar, we have to do it. So, another sentence just again, taxonomist must work within the framework within which nomenclature is used to express taxonomic results at any given time. See, many sentences just been formed by this particular word tool. So, as a research scholar or a faculty, what you can do, instead of writing in your own sentence, because we know very well, even though we are studying the subject in English, many times we, including myself, may not in a position to frame or create the sentence in a different way so that it cannot be accepted in the international articles. Then we can make use of this word to rewrite the particular sentence or a paragraph. So as I mentioned earlier, you can also get the sentence in a formal way or in a casual way. Okay. And also you can expand, you can shorten. So please, after the class, you can log into this word thing. You can use, you can copy any text from your article, paste the text in this particular box, click on the formal, click on the casual, click on the expand, click on the shorten. You can see the differences in the sentence structure when you click on different options. That can be done by yourself because of time lack of, because of the time constraint. I cannot show each and every options, but one thing is you can easily use this virtual for various research purposes. And here, another very important option of this particular word is here. I have typed something here. Okay, I have copied some text from the article says this is Indian research publications have also seen a significant rise in recent years with a growing number of Indian scientists and researchers making valuable contribution to the various fields. So what I want to do, I want to add something to that because I don't know what to be added. So here there's a sentence I have copied. In continuation of that, I want to add something to that. Then what I can do, I can click on this particular option. Can you see here star mark? Okay. So if you click on this, so what will happen? Let us see here. If you click on this here, if you type, when you click on this, it will ask you what must be added. I will type Indian research. When you just if you click on this, then you will get extra sentence which will complement to the original sentence. Okay, I will repeat again. Here, this is called an option in the word tune. Okay, this is the sentence I have copied from somewhere. I want to add something to this. I want to add something to this. I don't want to rewrite the sentence. I don't want to rewrite in a casual way. I don't want to rewrite this particular sentence in a formal way. I don't want to shorten. I don't want to expand. But I wanted to add something to this which must complement this particular paragraph. Then you have to click on this. Okay. Icon. When you click on this icon, it will show, it will ask you what must be added to this particular sentence. So I wanted to add something to this sentence about the Indian research. So what I will do, I will type Indian research. I will click on this particular icon. Okay. Then when I click on that, this is the extra sentence added by the AI tool. So this is the version. Anybody can tell me, can you see the slide? This is the sentence that I have borrowed from an article. This is the extra sentence added by a tool which will complement this particular sentence. So Indian research publications have not only contributed to the advancement of knowledge in various fields, but they have also played a crucial role in addressing logical challenges and finding solutions that are specific to the Indian context. So after understanding or imbibing this particular sentence, this A tool has made its own work, and it has shown some of the
Sir,
sentences were very much.
sir,
Yes,
when you
sir.
are adding the sentence, will it give the citation
Mm.
also?
Yes, Prab, definitely. So
So,
there is an option I will tell you.
so this extra
So
statement citation will also be given.
yes. It also shows, do you want to add citations? If you want to add citations, definitely it will be added citations. I will show it in the next slide. Definitely. Okay. So this is how the extra sentence will be added, because in a research article, unless it shows from which source it has been taken from, they may not agree with that. If you're not given any reference to this, probably the editor or the publisher never accept from which particular source it has been taken from. That's why we have got some citations. Definitely you can also add citation to that. Anyhow, when you copy some text from any source, you can, if you want to complement to that, you can complement like this using the AI tool. So this is called the word tool. Like this, there are n number of AI tools are there. Another very important one is typeset.io. Okay. So if you want to streamline the writing, you can use this typeset.io. So what it will provide, the typeset.io will provide predefined manuscript templates, okay, and automated formatting tools to help you to meet the specific guidelines of target journals and publishers quickly and effectively. And apart from that, the typeset.io will also include citation management system. Okay, support various style manuals. Probably you might have heard about the style manuals in the writing an article, MLA, APA, Chicago, and many more. And even each and every journal publisher will have their own style manual. We have to adhere to the style manual or style of the references when you're going to submit an article to a journal. Okay, I think all of you have already published many articles. When you publish an article or when you submit an article to a journal, we have to adhere to the guidelines given by the journal. So here, it will be very easy for any research scholar to change the style manual from one style manual to another style manual. For example, I have prepared an article. I have written the reference in the APS style, but I am about to submit the same article to some journal. They may ask me to submit the reference in the MLA. Then it will take more time for me to change from APA to MLA. But in case of this, automatically you can change the style manual, and it also automatically generate in-text citations and bibliographies. Okay, let us see how this typeset.io can be used for writing, as well as it will help you to in the publishing the article. Okay, so these are the different features: citations and reference management, and simultaneous collaboration versions control, journal selection and recommendations, writing assistance, and plagiarism checking. Okay, so this is the website of the typeset, typesct.io/search. So it can also be used in literature search. So what I will do here, when I open this, automatically it will give some of the options. Try asking or searching for, how does climate change impact biodiversity? So do you want to search some of the articles related to this? Simply if you click on this. If you want to search something, you can type here, discover papers for your research. You can type here. But similar, because of a lack of time, what I have done, I have taken this, how does climate change impact biodiversity? I have clicked on this. So then it has shown the 10 articles related to this particular article. Another beauty of this particular typeset.io is that these are the articles I have got or retrieved from this particular AI tool when I typed in the search box. So this is called the summary of the article. So no need to read the whole article. If you just click on this, it will give the summary of the article. Not only summary, you can see here, you can read the conclusion of the article. You can read the summary abstract. Probably many times it never copy the conclusion from the article, but after imbibing the whole article, it will generate its own conclusion. It will be exactly that of the conclusion made by the research scholar or the author. And you can also see the summaries abstract written by the AI tool. And results you can see, summarize introduction you can see, the methods used in this particular research paper can be seen, and literature survey you can read it. What are the limitations of the article? Everything can be read in a single window. So probably when you download an article, then individually you have to go through the article. You need to understand what exactly the abstract, what exactly the conclusion, what method they have followed, what are the literature survey they have done. Everything must be written, read by you individually. But in case of this, if you type any query here, for sake of convenience, I have typed what does climate change impact biodiversity? Because I wanted to get some of the article related to the climate change. Climate change impact diversity. What does the climate change impact diversity? For that, it will automatically show the number of articles. So these are the different articles I have got for this query. You can type your own query because I am layman about the admin out to the zoology. I don't know in and out of the ins and outs of the zoology. Simply, I have taken some of the randomly selected keywords and I have tried my level best to explain how to use this particular AI tool, especially typeset.io. So you can type later when you go home. You can type the text here. Probably you can see minimum 20 to 30 articles related to the text. Apart from that, you can see the summary of the article. And if you click on this conclusion, it will show the conclusion of all the articles. I think there are 10 articles are there here. If you scroll down, you can see 10 articles. If you click on the conclusions, here it will show only the conclusions of the articles. If you click on the results, for all the articles, it will show the results. If you click on the summarize instruction for all 10 articles, it will show individually the summarize introduction of each and every article. In a single mouse click, you can read many options. So this is the different feature of the typeset.io. And what methods they have used? Because we know very well in our research, different people may use different methods. So at a time, I can also read the different methods used by the research scholars in these papers. I can read individually. So here it will show here. Okay, these are the different articles, and also we can request for the PDF full text. Okay, and we can literature survey you can see, and you can see the limitations of the articles in a single window. You are in a position to read the conclusion, abstract, results, methods used, and what are the how many articles they have used, and what are the limitations of the study. So this is how this will be more useful for you people to read different article summary or introduction or methods. Okay, and moreover, we can also write research papers with confidence. Yes. Okay. So very important options you can see here. So what I wanted to do here, I wanted to write some articles on animal physiology. Animal physiology. Okay. If you want to write something about animal physiology, you have to read some of the books or articles written about animal physiology. But can I use any AI tool to generate the text with proper citations? That's very important. I think one of the participants has asked me, sir, can you add citations? Of course, you have to. Especially, there's a lot of difference between the article and research article. A research article will be supported by different sources. If you want to say Indian population is 145 crores, you have to give the citation for that. Otherwise, properly, the people think that he has gone across the country and he has counted the population. He has counted the people. No, I have not counted. I have taken the population from of the own source. That has to be clearly mentioned. So that's why that is called the research article. Each and every sentences must be supported by the source. In case of this AI tool, if you simply write the text, probably it may not be accepted unless you give the source from which the data has been borrowed from. That's why if you want to write something about animal physiology, just type animal physiology. I will go back here. See here the option. Write research papers with confidence. Find, edit, cite any research assisted by AI. So if you click on this start writing, it will ask you, it will open the window. It looks like a MS Word. What I have done, I have typed animal physiology. I want to write something about animal physiology with some source. So if I type like this, you can see here. Can you see? So animal physiology is a dynamic field of study that examines the biological functions and process of animals, encompassing a wide range of topics from cellular mechanism. But one thing is, I have to give some proper citations. I think one of the participants asked me, can I give the citation to that particular text? Yes, you have to, because articles are different, research papers are different. Research papers must be including the citations. So here, if this sentence, if you cite here, automatically it will be cited. See here, I have,
Hello. Somebody is disturbing.
Ma'am, Dr. Shakuntala, ma'am, please mute your mic.
Sir, how to go about that citation, sir? Can you once again tell?
madam, I will tell you. Okay, I will repeat. I will repeat. See here, I open this particular tool and I want to type something. I want to write something about animal physiology. What actually we did earlier, we referred some of the articles and we have copied the content related to animal physiology and you have pasted and we have given the proper citations. So days were gone. Now what you can do, I want to write something about animal physiology and I don't want to refer the articles written by someone, but I wanted to use the AI tool. So when I type here, okay, so if you click on this start writing, so click on this, I have clicked on that, it will open a MS Word like window. What I will do, I will type animal physiology. Okay. So here there are some options. Continue writing with citations, outline builder, write introduction, write conclusion. Okay. You can write conclusion about the animal physiology if you click on this. Can you see the cursor? Madam, can you see the cursor? Any one of you can mute.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. If you want to write something about introduction, you can click on this introduction. Only outline border, S builder, you can write. Continue with the citations. So this must be taken. Madam, somebody asked me, continue writing with citations. That has to be taken always because you are going to submit this article to a journal. Unless there are some citations, probably the journal publisher may not accept your article. So always please click on this, continue writing with citations. Okay. Some text has been generated automatically. What we did earlier, we did the same. I want to write something about animal physiology. We referred some of the articles or books and we have copied and we have given the original source. The same thing has been done, but it is more efficient and time saving. Instead of going to library, copying something, writing something, typing something and giving credit to the original source, you can use this particular AI tool. Within few seconds, the text has been generated. So I wanted to add citations. Okay. So here, these are citations. Okay. So this is the work. This is the original source for this particular site. If I click on this, automatically here, there is a citations. So we are not violating the plagiarism principles. We have followed whatever the data I have taken from any source which has been properly acknowledged because I have given the credit to the original source. I have not violated the plagiarism principles. I must be very honest. So here I can give the citations here. And when I here, the author name has come here. See references at the end of the sentence, there is a reference. Okay, different. See, it is APA. American Psychology Association. Probably, I don't know about zoology. When you submit an article to a journal, they may demand you to write the reference in APA or some other references style manual. Or if they have their own style manual, we have to change it. So if you click on this, it will show more than 4 to 5 style manuals. We can add it to the style manuals given this particular AI. So this is how within few seconds you can generate the text. So what has happened? I can save the my time, okay, manpower, and creativity is not diluted because I did the same earlier. Even if you go back to 20 years back, what I did, I went to library, I copied something about the animal physiology, and I have written a sheet of paper. I came to my chamber, I have typed it, and I have given the original source. But today, what I have done? I have done the same thing. So I have typed the animal physiology in the AI tool. It has been generated, and I have given the proper reference to that. So by doing that, I
But
saved my
sir,
time and my
sir, in certain journals, they consider writing with AI as plagiarism. Is it so, sir?
madam. If you are not given this, there's a plagiarism.
Sir, if
What
even
is
if
plagiarism?
citation is given, but I have used AI to write the article, will that be considered under plagiarism? If I fully cited the
Uh,
article, still.
madam, I will tell you about the plagiarism. When you copy something from any article, and if you pretend that it's my own, that is called plagiarism. If you pretend, I mean, if you say it's my own, then that's
Sir,
called plagiarism.
that I
When you copy,
understand. But in certain journals, they consider means they doesn't allow if you write with AI. They say this is also considered under plagiarism.
you can tell that when a particular statement is supported by a source, that should not be considered as plagiarism. That should not be. Because what is the definition of plagiarism? When you copy the content from any source without acknowledgement, that will be a plagiarism. So when you have copied something and you have given proper citation to the original source, how can we say it is a plagiarism? So you can argue with
Sir,
that.
sir, can
Probably,
I interrupt?
please, ma'am, please.
Yeah, as you said is correct, sir. What Ipshita ma'am is asking is also correct. So another one AI tool is there, Immunizer AI. You might be know, sir. So we can
Yes,
whatever
yes,
we
I
are
know.
going to write using AI tool, that we can make it
Mm.
convert it as a immunizer. Then automatically plagiarism will be
Yes.
gone.
Sure, sure. But in my opinion, because I too publish many articles elsewhere, Emerald, Sage, Taylor Francis, and
Mm.
many other highly international reputed journals, I have not come across any such plagiarism issues when I submit the article to them because we properly follow the plagiarism principles and we never violate those set of principles. And
We
sometimes some
totally
local,
I
some
totally
people
agree,
may,
sir. But sometime
yes,
if you are
yes.
going to use the Turnitin or Urkund or something, so it will show AI
Mm.
percentage also. So by that
Okay,
time we
okay.
have to get rid of that
You
AI
can
information.
you can
Then we can
paraphrase.
convert.
You
Yeah,
Yes, you can paraphrase it. Nothing
yeah.
to worry. Okay. Because we have given the source from which it has been borrowed from. Then it will not be. And sometimes it may happen. Then you can restructure the sentence. You can submit it. Another option.
But
But one
one
thing is
thing, sir,
we
all
can save time.
yeah, yeah. So, but
Yes,
AI
madam.
tool, if you are going to use fully, we can't depend on AI tool. What happened?
Sure, madam.
It will show the plagiarism, knowingly, unknowingly.
Madam, that's why in the beginning I told you technology has two phases. Okay. We have to make it so
Exactly.
that the washing machine alone cannot wash our cloth unless there is a human intervention. And many people may not be happy with the washing machine, but we need it. So
Even
can
I
you
am
throw
personally.
washing machine from the home?
Yeah, yeah.
That's why the
Now, what I
technology
thought,
may
sir, it is my
complement.
personal opinion. So, if we are
Yeah, yeah.
depending
I
on
too agree.
AI, we are losing our vocabulary and all, grammar things and all. I don't know. Sometimes
No,
we
no,
have to do to.
madam.
Definitely, madam. Writing skill also lost.
Yeah.
Yes. One thing is you can have more creativity. That's what I told.
Exactly. Yes.
You have understood
Yes.
what I will do, what I have done so far.
Mm.
I have understood how it will paraphrase. Probably next
Exactly.
time I never use the AI tool because
Yes.
I can use my own creativity
Yes.
and I will try my level best to create the sentence into different sentences. So this is how
Exactly.
we have to make use of this. We should not misuse. We should not heavily depend on AI tools. Once you have used, and you have understood how it is going to paraphrase the sentence. Next time, why should you try with the AI tool? You can try yourself. So this is why can't you think it has helped me to think in a creative way. So that's what we need. That's the mindset we need. But many people, what they do, they never use this. They always heavily depend on the AI tools. Some people. So it all depends upon how we are going to make use of the AI tools.
Exactly.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
in
so
our
a
data.
similar AI tool is there, no, sir? Size space is same as the conscious or something is there. That is
Yes,
also
madam, yes.
same.
Madam, almost more than hundreds of AI tools are there. Hundreds of
Yeah.
AI tools.
How smart
Definitely we
we are
can make
going to
it.
use,
See,
that is the matter, I think.
yeah, that's all. That's all. See, many people are, if you can go to your office by walk, so that we can maintain good level, to good sugar level and BP level.
Yeah.
If you use a car, probably sugar will go high. Do you think by using a car, my sugar level will go high? I should not use car. Yes, you can use car, and meanwhile you can walk. So that's why we need to have a balance in our life. We should not heavily depend on the car.
Yes.
Sometimes we need to use car, sometimes we need to walk, so that we can balance our personal life. Similarly, these AI tools will definitely help us, and sometimes they will become a bane for the people, those who misuse the
Yes.
AI tools. So boon or bane, because I delivered a lecture on AI tools, boon or bane.
Hmm.
Many people told it's a bane. Some
Yeah.
people told it's a boon. It all
Yeah.
depends upon how we are going to use the AI tool. ಶಾಪ ಮತ್ತು ವರ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಲಿದೆ. ನಾವು ಶಾಪನಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ವರನಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. Okay. Recently, what has happened? I wrote an article in. I published an article in elsewhere. Okay. Reincarnation to dead citations, reincarnation, punarjanma. So I wanted to give different name for that. I used this AI tool. I got more than 10 alternative titles, and I submitted. So this is how we can make some that. Okay, enough. Thank you so much. So this is another what I told, APA citation generator. Okay, it's a tedious job, especially license people will deal with citation creation of citations. Very tedious, because why do we bother? Where to cite the author name, where to cite the year of publication, where to cite the publisher name. So probably the research scholar will feel that it's not my job. Why should I bother about those? Then you can use this AI tool. So what I have done, I have searched for animal parasitism, animal parasitism. I got some of the articles. So this is the article, journal article title, animal parasitism, journal name, Nature. It was published in Nature, and detailed details have got. I want to generate the style values for this. Then what I can do, I can click on here. So APS style, American Style Association. It has generated automatically. So you can save time. If you feel, sir, I will write my alone, it will take more time. Why do you bother about the citation style manuals? So use this AI tools, and it will be generated automatically. It is in the in-text citations. That is in the under the reference heading. If you want to change to APA to MLA, you can use Chicago or IEEE. You can change within few seconds. It will be totally changed. So this is how definitely you can make use of the AI tools for various purposes. Okay. Yes. And another one is very important. Please, you make use of this. This particular AI tool can also be used to create the video. I mean, it will speak about the content, that's all, and also presentation slides. So what for that? What you have to do? You click on this research PDF to video, upload PDF. It's free. I will click on this. Okay. I will upload my article. When you upload your article to this particular AI tool, it will generate video. Video means they also give an option to record your voice, and it will be saved. Otherwise, it will simply read the whole article. But one thing is, here there is a slide. Okay. If this is the article I have uploaded, I think here I have seen upload option, upload PDF. Upload PDF. It's free. I have uploaded. I think yesterday I uploaded nearly 4 articles. When I click on these slides, okay, it will create the number of slides. See, you're going to a conference, and you have not prepared your slide. Almost you are about to reach the conference venue, or hardly there half an hour, and you wanted to prepare your slides. Then what to do? Probably any faculty, any research scholar wanted to prepare the slide of his research paper, it needs minimum hour. Instead of that, what you can do, use this particular typeset.ai. So upload your article as I told earlier. Okay, upload the PDF file of the article, and it will create the video of the article as well as video in the sense only it will read the full text. That's all. And slide. So here I have uploaded, these are the 4 articles. For one of the article, URLs as references in Indian LIS conference papers and analysis. Okay. So here I have got more than maybe around 10 to 15 slides for this article. See, can't you use this AI tool to prepare the slides? Yes, you can. Of course, later you can make some changes to that. So don't heavily depend on the slide prepared for the AI tool. Why can't you make some changes as a resource scholar? You can change so that you can save your time. You can save the manpower. Of course, within a stipulated period, you can make a presentation. So this is how the AI tool will be used by research scholar to convert the article into PowerPoint presentations. See, it has given the table of contents. Okay. So if you scroll down, you can see nearly 10 to 15 slides related to your article. That's what I told. You are going to a conference and you want to make a presentation. So far, you have not, because of busy schedule, you couldn't make any presentation slides. And this half an hour time, within that, you have to make a presentation. Then in that time, you can make use of this particular tool to make a presentation. So that's called what? The typeset.ai. So this is called video. Video in the sense, it will read the full text. Okay. And it has given the option to record. You can also speak. You can switch on the camera. It will record your video and audio, and it will be come on the screen. Okay. And later here, another option given. Madam, please see this. Typeset.io will also have an option, chart with PDF. Can you see the option, chart with PDF?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the option? Yes. So if you click on this chart with PDF, it will ask you to upload the PDF of the article, your article. Okay, or any other article. If you upload this article, say this is my article that I have uploaded. As I told earlier, DK and off-life period of online citations cited in open access journals. We published an article in the 2012, a very good paper published in elsewhere. Okay. At the time, there was no such AI, but we could publish an article in this. DK means what? Probably you might have heard about DK in your subject, deterioration or decomposition of any product. In our life science, we to use the web decay. What is web decay? Disappearance of web citations over a period of time. That is called what? Decay or web decay. Probably you might have seen many websites on the internet. After some time, they may disappear because of various reasons. When they disappear, we treat that disappearance of the nature of the web is decay. So disappear nature of web citations for a period of time is called web decay, and that we worked on that. Of course, madam already mentioned I got nearly 10 lakhs project from HSR, and we published many articles in elsewhere, Emerald, Sage, Terran Francis, and Terran Francis, John Wiley, and many more. For that, we could get more than 2,000 plus citations. So thanks to our research scholars, they have done a wonderful work on that particular web decay. So what I did here, I uploaded my article to this typeset.io. So my article is uploaded. Okay. So here there's an option. You can ask any question to the AI tool. What I will do, I will type what is web decay. Within few seconds, it will understand the concept of web decay hidden in the article. It will show the answer. Definition of decay. In the context of online citations, decay refers to the phenomenon where web links or URLs become inaccessible over time. This can happen due to various reasons, such as removal of content from the web or change in the web address. See, the AI tool will thoroughly read the whole article. Whenever you ask any question to the AI tool in this particular option, okay, here, brainstorm questions on web decay. What is web decay? So it will accept as input. It will thoroughly read the article it will generate the answers for the question asked by the person. See, probably we have to hats off the person who has developed this particular wonderful AI tool. See, many times, even after reading the whole article, we cannot find the answer for the WebDK because of some mistakes. We cannot notice where exactly the answer for WebDK. But in case of this particular AI tool, when you upload the article to the AI tool, it will understand what exactly the article. Okay, it will imbibe each and every concept hidden in the article. When you ask any questions like this, it will give the answer. So DK means what? DK is refers to the phenomenon where web links become inaccessible over a time. So we like another question to this. What is off life? So it is there in the article, but I don't have a time to read the full text article, but I wanted to read what exactly off life. So here it has given off life in the context of online citation. Off life refers to the time required for half of the online citations in a study to become inactive or inaccessible. See, really, always I was so surprised to see the answers given by the AI tool. This is how you can make use of this typeset.ai to start with the PDF article. So, of course, you can upload your own article and you can really enjoy by asking many questions to the AI tool. Probably to some extent, or sometimes to maximum extent, it may provide the different answers for the questions. Okay. So, another one is we can come later. Come later. Scholarly paraphrasing tool. Okay, already in case of word tune and word voice, we have seen that option. Even in typeset.io, there is an option to paraphrase the article. So it all depends upon you. You can use word tune, you can use word voice, or you can use typeset. Another one is Quillbot is there. So it all depends upon the research scholar. If you are familiar with the word tune, you can use, or any other paraphrasing tool you can use. But here there is an option where you can paraphrase the sentence. So as like a word tune, there is an option to paraphrase. Okay, here paraphrase. And you can also use 1 minute. Another one is write less.ai. Write less.ai. So please write down the particular website address and you can try with this. So I have typed physiological adaptation of animals to the change of environment. So then probably it may generate the text as per the query given by the user with the citations. Okay, you can try this. Another paraphrasing tool is Fieldbot. Probably most of you might have used this Fieldbot. I to use for many times. Fieldbot is similar to the WordWise. Okay, for writing and also for language enhancement features. It is useful for the researchers, faculty members, and of course for the students. Okay, it can be used for paraphrasing, okay, learning and language support, research idea generation, and it will get the accuracy. And also it can be used as a translator. Okay, so these are the options given in the Fieldbot. I think many of the research scholars already using this Fieldbot to the maximum extent. Okay, paraphraser, grammar checker, plagiarism checker, Fieldbot flow, summarizer, citation generator, everything. Okay, so here it will check the grammar in the text. Okay, and it also summarize. Okay, so this is the text I have given. We can give it will give the summary of the article or the text, and as like a word wise, it also generate the citations for the article. Okay, citations and translation can also be done by the Quillbot. You can also use this quillbot.com/translation. Okay, another is a paperpal. Okay, paperpal.com. So this is also used to rephrase preposition uses, rephrase the sentence. Okay, as you can see. Okay, almost it is almost similar to the other paraphrasing tool. So another one is Scholarly, Scholarly. It may be your research assistant. So it is an online research tool that reads and summarizes the article, reports, and the book chapters, and keep up with the latest research and quickly assess how relevant any document is your work. Okay, I will show. So if you just type scholars in the Google, probably you may get this particular window. So try it now. Click on try it now. Okay, here there is an option article summarizer. Here you can upload the full article to the AI tool, scholarcy.com, scholarcy.com. So click to import. You can upload the article to this. So I have uploaded one of the articles, predatory journals, the threat to the credibility of open access publishing. So you can save it in the library if necessary. Okay. Then when it will generate the abstract. So don't think that the abstract shown by the AI tool is almost similar to the abstract written by the author. Lot of changes, but idea remains same. Idea remains same. For example, you want to write the abstract of an article. No need to thoroughly read the full article. You can use this AI tool to generate the abstract. But don't ask me, sir, if you use the AI tool, probably we may not in a position to create our own abstract. Of course, it all depends upon you, but there are some options you can make use of that. In the beginning, later, probably after getting the abstract of the articles using AI, you may have some idea how to write the summary of the article. You can make use of that. Okay. So this is abstract generated by the AI tool. An article summarizer. Okay. Scholarly highlights. So these are the summary of the article. For example, you are a professor in the university. You don't have a time to read the full text of the article. And what you can do, you wanted to read only the highlights of the article. So instead of reading the full text, why can't you use this particular AI tool to read only the highlights? Because if you upload the article to the AI tool, Scholarly, if you click on Scholarly highlights, it will show some of the highlights so that you can save your precious time. And conclusion, it is generated by the AI tool. It is not the conclusion given by the author. Please remember, it is not the conclusion given by the author. That is called Scholarly. Other is chart PDF. Okay. This is almost like a Scholarly only. Here, chartpdf.com, drop PDF here. If you just drag and drop your article to that particular AI tool, it will be there. So you can type the questions, it will give the answers. Probably in the typeset.ai, we have seen how it's going to give the answer. Similarly, it will take the full article as input. When you type what is predatory journal, so it will give the answer. Predatory journal is a publication that exploits the academic publishing model for profit without providing proper editorial and publishing services. Many students can use to get the answer quickly from the article, because sometimes you may not get time to read the full text. Then you can use this AI tool to get the answer very quickly. So what is predatory open access? See, this is the answer given by the AI tool. It is the article given by you. After reading the full text, it will summarize the answer for the what is predatory open access. Okay. And another one is site.ai, scite.ai. So never waste time searching for literature again. Okay. So this is the website scite.ai. You can start your search free of cost. So when you type something here, okay, so it will have typed something Indian research productivity, because I wanted to get the number of articles on the topic Indian research productivity. In a single window, I can get the number of information on this particular with citations. See here with the citations. I will tell you one thing. Instead of using the chart GPT, better use these AI tools. But in case of chart GPT, probably it may not provide the citations. It may be used by the students or by other people, but in a research purpose, not necessary to use the chart GPT, because it has never given citation to that particular content. But when you use these AI tools with proper citations, that will be the content to be given. Even if you use this particular content and if you add your article with proper citations, they may not question you that is AI generated text. Sir, this is a text I have taken from this particular article with some minor changes in the text. Even if they argue, then you can simply change the sentence. That's enough. Okay. So there, see here, this is a reference, another reference. See, 3 reference in a single straight paragraph, so that it never violates the the plagiarism principles. So another one is the POP AI. So almost similar to that of earlier AI tool. If you just upload the files, okay, here I have uploaded. It will give it will ask, it will, another very important feature of the AI tool is it will generate the questions itself. So these are the questions generated by the AI tool. When you click on that, it will give the answer for the same. So these are the questions generated by the AI tool. So this is the answer given by the same AI tool. For example, how many citations were received by the faculty members during 18 to 22? The question was generated by the AI tool. The question, for that question, the answer will be given by the same tool. But in some tools, we have to ask the questions, the answer will be given by the tool. But in case of this particular POP AI, many questions will be raised by the AI tool only. If you click on this, it will give the answer for that. Okay. Another answer is, so what is the H index of faculty members as reflected in Web of Science? The question was raised by the AI tool. The answer also given by the AI tool. Like this, there are a number of AI tools are there. Okay, you can make use of that, and we should not misuse the AI tools. Okay, and Jenny is there. Okay, JENNI.ai. You can use later. Okay, and I wanted to tell you about the journal finders. I think many of you might have heard about this word, journal finders. So these are the AI-based journal publisher tools that mainly help the research scholars, especially budding research scholars, to find out the best journal for the content of the article. So journal finder help you to find the journals that could be best suited for publishing your scientific articles. I have noticed many scholars have published right article in a wrong journal, right article in a wrong journal because of lack of awareness about the journals. So being a honest research scholars and faculty members, we must know how to do better research, and we must know where to publish my article. So unknowingly, many times we may publish a good content, good piece of work in a wrong journal because of the lack of awareness about the journal finders. So thanks to technology today, a number of journal finders have come where you can use these journal finders to find the best journal for your articles. So these are the locally developed software products that lets authors, research scholars, faculty, and students to search for a journal. Okay, many journal publishers like Elsewhere, Emerald, Sage, Helen Francis, and Oxford, and many more, John Wiley, they have created their own journal finders. So one of them is Elsewhere Journal Finder. That Elsewhere Journal Finder will help the scholar to find out the right journal for the research. So this is the website. If you click on this, enter the abstract, okay, find the journal, probably it will tell you about the different journals related to your article. So please make use of this journal finder. They are the best options for you to find out the best journal for your article. I too use these journal finder to find the best journals for my content, because many times what will happen, I prepare an article. When I submit to a journal, they may tell me that so the article submitted by you will not fit into the scope of my journal. So because of that reason, they may reject it. Even I have seen the scope. They have told that there is a scope for publishing the article written by me. But later they may tell me that your article content will not fit into the scope of the journal. So in that situation, what I can do, I can use Elsewhere Journal Finder. But one thing we need to remember, the Elsewhere Journal Finder will search the journal only published by the Elsewhere, not by other publishers. So these are the limitations of the journal finders. I mean, if I submit a article to the journal finder of Elsewhere, it will tell me the possible journals published by only Elsewhere, not by others. Okay, so this Elsewhere Journal Finder here,